Let's focus on what matters to us. Let us know what we are doing. Let us know what we are sacrificing for this country. Whoever decided to do whatever they did or did not do, we can't know. And it's not our business right now. Kenya is our business. So we keep moving forward. I'm going to give MC Wakili, then Jinue, in that order, so that I can get done with this batch of speakers. Kindly, MC Wakili, if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you for this opportunity. Of course, first of all, my condolences to our comrades for the bereavement. Then I think for me, I'm a lawyer, so let me just put in a few thoughts of mine. I like what our previous, I think it is Hannah who spoke about legitimacy. And I think for me, we really need to legitimize ourselves. If we do not legitimize ourselves, the wrong voices are speaking for us. We need to legitimize ourselves. Legitimacy gives us credibility. By legitimacy, I mean we really need to form, whether it will be a movement or a group that gives us the legitimacy. If our leaders will speak and tell us we go left, we go left. And the naysayers will not have a say amongst us. It is clear who is calling the shots amongst us. Then our numbers, we have weapons that work for us, or I'll say our assets. Our assets are the numbers that we have. Our assets or tools are social media, and the third one is unity. Let's use this as our leverage, because this is a new dispensation. This has not been done before in this country. So let's bring ourselves together, legitimacy, form our own grouping, whether it will be a movement, a political group also. So those people who are talking about Sabasaba or 2027, if we decide to field anyone that we want, we have our own team. It's easy for us to handpick who we want to represent us. We have tools that are available to us as Gen Zs and millennials, and our language right now is things we can resonate with, which are what? Music, art, poetry. These are things that can flow within us very quick. You realize when you're on the streets, songs that were written almost 10 years ago by Giuliani are songs that people were singing even now. That means those forms of art can actually be used for us to petition and picket for our rights. And then the other thing that I need to us to agree is that what is this way forward that we keep talking about? Because on one hand, we are saying we do not recognize this fella that is now calling himself president. But on the other hand, there are voices that are saying that there are reforms that are needed. Now, these reforms that are needed, I can assure you, without the proper instruments in place, we can't bring these reforms. For example, we keep talking about this IEBC. The IEBC needs to be there in the first place. If you look at our constitution under Article 146, it basically speaks about the vacancy of that office of the president, and it gives, if he's not there, it's the vice president. If the vice president is not there, it is the speaker. And then within 60 days, an election must be held. If this election is held, who is there to hold it? So the IBC is not there. So that I think what we can do is that there are low-hanging fruits that we can grab. We grab them. But let's make good use of this opportunity. Let's make hay while the sun shines. So this IBC, if whatever he was talking about today is going to do it, I don't know, he was saying on Tuesday he's going to sign the bill for IBC or something. If that bill is passed and the IBC is in place, it gives us the grounding for us to take the next course of action. Because even right now, if we continue to push this narrative, which I am for, that we don't recognize this illegitimate system, and he is out, we need instruments in place that can make us move or transit to the next item, which is IEBC. So it needs to be in place for us to be able to push in our vision. And if that is the place, he is out, then what next? So that you see, for me, we have to decide what we want. If we are saying that we are seeing the government is doing 1 to 3 things, are we saying want to talk. If we want to talk, who is talking for us? And so, the bottom line here, what I'm simply trying to tell you guys is that we cannot run away from this animal called legitimacy. Legitimacy will come only if we formulate a known movement or group, and we have our own leaders who have our backing. With our numbers, I can assure you, you can do that which you want to do. You can do it. So my push for you, my push for the team is that let's push for legitimacy. All these reforms that you're pushing for, so long as the system is as is right now, the rich will continue being richer, the rich will continue being our politicians, but there are reforms that needs to be done. But these are long-term goals. You have short-term goals that we can achieve. Let's push for the short-term goals because they will help us get those long-term goals, which eventually will help us repeal this whole system about governance. Where on earth do we have all these ministers in place, yet in countries like America, where we have hundreds of millions of citizens, we only have 15 ministers. But here we have so many cabinet ministers. We have governors. For what? 47 governors. For what? These are things that, of course, all of us want repealed and done away with. But these are things in the Constitution, and there are processes for us to amend the Constitution. So, as much as yes, you're pushing for these reforms, and we have to be realistic about what is achievable in the long term, what is achievable in the short term. We go for the short term, achieve them. They are the hurdles that will help us and pave way for us to achieve the long term goals. So that is what I want to say. But I am in support, and I am really honored by the Gen Zs. You guys have done a fantastic job. You brought the president to space. It's just amazing living in such a time. I am so happy with what you guys are doing. Thank you. We are behind you and we give you our full support and freedom. Thank you so much. Thank you.